Fire for your mind. Kosher clinician.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Nothing else to talk about. She belongs to the streets. Don't ruin your mental health. Book a session if she's doing this.
Nothing says I'm enjoying my Black freedom quite like twerking on top of a Wing Street and Pizza Hut in front of a large crowd.
I love Black women. I love decent, hardworking, God-fearing Black women who support their families.
Yes, sir.
I don't like degenerate, lying, false testify-giving women who put their man on child support even though he's been paying for you, and then turn around and lie to the court and say you're a deadbeat daddy and who alienate their children from their father. I don't like those type of women. And I will call them to the mat each and every time for their lies and their disparaging statements about Black men, largely because what? That's what a father does. See, my sons turn 18, they will inherit the mantle of Black men. Right. And all the negativity and the tropes that go with it. And it's not fair for my children, for my babies, to inherit that trope because they didn't do anything. They're innocent, as I said earlier.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything. With nothing.
Men have asked us to play by their rules, but the rules have just changed. Nanobots, transform. I am Kosher Prime, Sentinel, Captain, Advocate for Men. We have crossed a threshold in a time where men are under attack. But if we join forces, we can defeat those that seek to overthrow us in a negative way. Nanobots, transform.
It's a hard thing to admit, but it's understandable why they would choose to go their own way. And that's what's scary, is there's actually a rational reason why they would do that.
Men going their own way. And you can think what you want about it, but this is a really big problem for women, for us, for our future, for families, for you to find a partner. If a population of good men are walking away because they're fed up with women.
If you're being told all your life that you are bad and wrong just for being a man, and that you have toxic masculinity for being a man, and that, women, there's this famous expression that, a woman needs a man just like a fish needs a bicycle. And that men are basically useless. And that men are terrible and that, women are superior.
Our society is very callous towards men. The only message most men hear in the world is that they're a bumbling buffoon. The TV shows are full of idiot men. Commercials show men as buffoons. The society is against them. All they hear about is what idiots men are.
It's the mass of women that are taking over the culture and representing women. They're loud. They're mean. They say they want equality. Why are they not protesting in the streets for the changing the laws for alimony or child support or child custody? Because they don't want equality. They want superiority.
The male gender has more of a slave state, and it's because men are now subjugated to the law and to women, and nobody really believes it except the men who go through, say, the court. But most men think that they're exempt from that until they end up in a bad situation.
So for a lot of the men, and a lot of them have gotten screwed over in terrible relationships and divorces and gotten their kids taken away from them. So it's an understandable response.
In the United States of America, as a man, you can't speak up. I think most women tend to be very, I'm stereotyping, but they tend to be more collectivist. They tend to sort of be more in that socialist mindset. So I don't know that you're going to see a huge change. I think the change will have to come from men.
The lives of women will not change until the men get the opportunity to also examine and define and change their lives. In many ways, I sometimes think that the 20th century was the century where the women made all these massive changes, and the 21st century will be the changes that the men will make, partly in adaptation to the changes that the women have done.
And those men are doing something about it. They're saying, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm not getting married, or I'm divorced. I'm not gonna, they don't sit around just trying to live their life through women. They actually have lots of hobbies. They go out, they buy that land you were talking about. They're getting motorcycles. They're having a good time, and they're enjoying life without having to deal with the stress of the women and the society that tells them they have to have a woman in their life.
How would you feel? I mean, you're not going to feel that attracted to a woman or care to be loving towards her or romantic towards her. So this men going their own way is a reaction to that. I really think it's a rational reaction to that. Men are finally like, hey, we've given you all you want. You know, you are equal in every way, and then you're still shaming us.
The ice in my palm, my girl, she know she the one. I put the ice on her hand, I put some ice on her arm. See me shining in the light, know you found me in the dark. Talking how you wanna leave, girl, you made this far. Taking trips overseas, no, I won't be long. We came up from the weeds, now it's top floor. All these big gets on her wrist, VVS is on her neck. Make it spin and I don't stress, when I make it stretch. Double back to back then, down broke, now we rich. Spend it on her, let her spin, down with me to the end. That my best friend, that my best friend, that my best friend. I'ma spend it on her, cause she all mine. Spend it on a challenge, cause she all mine. There for my first cake, then we hit on a cake. $500,000 on the way, then $1 million on the way. Eating good full plates, eating good say grace. Eat her up, get thanks, she got cake birthday. I can't waste no way, I can't waste no play. My girl, whoa, whoa, something like the baddest chick. My girl, whoa, whoa, came up from the rags to rich. Hit the road running, I had to tell her I had to get it. She understood, but she spoiled, so when she get mad, she dip. All these big gets on her wrist, VVS is on her neck. Make it spin and I don't stress, when I make it stretch. Double back to back then, down broke, now we rich. Spend it on her, let her spin, down with me to the end. That my best friend, that my best friend, that my best friend. I'ma spend it on her, cause she all mine. Spend it on a challenge, cause she all mine. wrist. Spend it on her, let her spin. Down with me to the end. That my best friend. That my best friend. That my best friend. I'ma spend it on her, cause she all mine. All these big gets on her wrist, VVS is on her neck. Make it spend it, don't stress. Spend it on a challenge, cause she all mine. That my best friend. That my best friend. That my best friend.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
All right, esteemed brethren, on tonight, we're going to have a powerful show, guys, that continue to tell the story about the current culture that we have, a culture that's derelict, a culture that's devoid of sensibilities, a culture where you can't tell your women anything, a culture where there are a few good sisters that try to tell the story, but so many are behind the 8 ball when it comes down to accountability. Keke Palmer has been in the news recently, and she's been in the headliners, guys, for a myriad of reasons. And one of the reasons is her dancing with Usher and being inappropriate, what some would call. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan asked the question, can you protect what you don't control? And I would say that the answer is no. You cannot protect what you don't control and what's not under your ordinance as a man. And that's why I tell you guys succinctly that you should, you young men and middle-aged men that have never been married, if you're looking for a wife, look for women maybe in the deep South if you're in America, but more or less look for sisters abroad and sisters that understand the importance of being a wife and the duty and the responsibility to her husbands. Get your pens and paper ready, guys. I'm going to drop some fire for your mind on tonight. Let's do it.
Friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, then I strike. I go hard day and night, yeah. I go hard day and night, 1-to-1, no surprise, see that.
You gotta have heart, guys, in modern America, because it appears that so many women, so many modern women, are becoming the issue that men are talking about. You can't tell them nothing, but they always ask you for something and never give nothing in return. Can a man have a woman to be his woman or his wife or his girlfriend where she show her goods to the world? What say you?
Same ones just talk and run. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, then I strike. I go hard day and night. Money on the line, keep calling. Money on the books, need all that. My kids, they'll be ballin'. Got a real bankroll, not for Instagram. My mama on the line, keep calling. Praying for me, know I need all that. Told me it's not about ballin'. Real blessed, but I'm still sinning, man. What would you do for a win? What would you do for your friends? What if this life is a foe? What if the dogs pretend? What if you roll to the end? What if you started again? This is real life, not a game. I fight my battles to win, but some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, then I strike. I go hard day and night.
All right, guys, we are here, bringing it to you live from the greatest state in the Union, the Tar Heel State. Shout out to my man, Gregory Scotland, always showing love. I don't know if I'll be doing these shows without the kindness of my brother, Gregory Scotland. And Gregory Scotland, thank you for the $15 or the $10 super chat. And Gregory Scotland said this. Gregory Scotland said, salute kosher. I would have to catch the replay, but what is important to notice is how several modern women will accuse Keke and criticize those who make judgments about behavior. And Gregory, you are correct. Listen, as an advocate for men, as an advocate for righteous, good sisters, I'm not trying to save a black community because it's dead. I've been doing the work for years. I've been working with boys and families for years. And when I see the comments, guys, when I've seen the comments, it just reaffirms what I've already knew, and what you guys know, that you can't take new wine and put it into old wineskins. You can't take the concept of the past Black America and create new wineskins. You can't protect a woman that when she does something dangerous and something negligent, you have women that tell and call the men that say, you are my woman, you should be respecting me. They call him corny, and they'll say she's a grown A woman. And that's why I tell you, men, don't protect them. Protect yourself. Because see, until you recuse yourself from this current culture, then you will continue to be a saboteur of your own ignorance. I've said it many times, guys, not one time, but several times, and consistent with Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass said it better than me. He said that power never conceded to anything without a struggle. It never have, and it never will. The modern woman wants power. And I see it, guys, not one time, but I see it many times in therapy sessions where on one end, they want the provision and protection of their husband. But on the other end, they still want to be autonomous themselves and to do what they want to do. And what's baffling is that the word partner has invaded the minds of so many men like a virus, to the point so many men have compromised their power for the sake of being a partner. And anytime they try to set structure, order, and boundaries, they say you're controlling. And they don't really understand control, because control is not, it sometimes can be mutually inclusive, meaning control can be good and control can be bad. I'm going to give you some examples. As parents, you should control the behaviors of your children. If you got kids in your house that don't work, they are lazy, they want to do what they want to do, you have to control that behavior. Consistent with clinical therapy, there are control groups and there are non-control groups. Kids that got interventions or have an intervention, and the intervention is called discipline, the likelihood of those children being complicit in recidivism is greatly lower than those kids that don't have control. But see, because the modern woman's, many, not all, shout out to all the good sisters, is undeveloped, she's uncouth, and she doesn't understand her place, she confused healthy boundaries and healthy control with abusive control. And the reason why she does it, because she's selfish. And many times, guys, she wants to control you. And some of you men are chasing your tail because you allow your woman to control you instead of you controlling her. And relationships have to have control groups. Relationships have to have controls. Because see, when you have a relationship and those relationships don't have control, when these women get out of control, guys, they'll be saying this.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Yeah, they'll say yes. They'll say yes. Because that's the war cry of the modern hyena. Yes, yes. That's the war cry, guys, of the modern hyena.
Let's go back it just a little bit.
The modern hyena, guys, want taxation without representation. She wants your benefits. She wants your love. She wants your protection. But see, esteemed brethren, on tonight, you are a fool when you give your best to a woman that does not honor and respect you as a man. Because in a healthy relationship, the man benefits and the woman benefits. In a healthy relationship, she seeks to understand his needs and he seeks to understand her needs. But see, because the modern woman is so solipsistic and entitled, anytime masculine men say, I don't want you wearing certain clothes out, she'll say you're controlling. Anytime modern men say, I don't want you texting exes, she'll say you're controlling. Anytime he asks her to become a modicum of what her grandparents or great-grandparents were, she's saying you're controlling. And once again, in order to have an evolution from this current de-evolution, you got to have women and men that enforce rules that are consistent with their value systems. But see, the modern man, you have been conditioned, many of you, not all, shout out to the good brothers, to deny themselves and not love themselves. And because of that, you settle for bad behavior. You have a limited time on this planet. Tomorrow is not promised to no man. Kevin Samuels succumbed to death last year. Alan Roger Curry and many, many others. And to those that say this space is a grift or a scam or a fraud, they speak in ignorance because they don't know what a true grift is, because a grift is a person that's using fraudulent behavior to get money. But see, the manosphere didn't come to the men in the internet, but the men in the internet came to the manosphere. And they came to these spaces, guys, because consistent with theorist Ivan Yalom, he said that there were 8 principles in group therapy. This is a type of group therapy where men share evidence. They seek to instill hope. They are going through what's called a catharsis. They are crying. They're going through the conveyor belt of time and change, and young men and middle-aged men and old men are all on the conveyor belt called life, and they're beginning to look at the evidence and question themselves instead, why are these women or why are men going through the same thing? And they want you to be quiet, men. Because they don't want you to free the law in your mind. They don't want you to transform. Because as I said before, guys, we don't hate black women. We hate bad behavior. And the modern woman, meaning white or black, is complicit in bad behavior. And when you get women that don't understand that the biological nature and the biological imperative of a man is to protect what's his, to have a woman that's bone of his bone, flesh of his flesh, how can he render protection to a creature that don't give a damn about what he wants as a man? And see, the problem, esteemed gentlemen, on tonight is this. The world won't talk about it. Sadly, many churches don't talk about it. Some of the synagogues, to my knowledge, don't talk about it. And some of the mosques, if they're liberal, they don't talk about it. But to the remnant that do talk about it, I encourage you to hold the line. Because see, women like Keke Palmer is trying to control you. And it's not really the woman's fault, men. If you see women like Keke Palmer dotting it up, not having panties, got panties on with a pregnant belly, but yet they'll say black men don't protect black women, but they forgot to ask the black man what he wanted in a relationship. Because see, I call it black love without consent. And Umar Johnson, when he lied to our women, when he lied and not understand or more or less equivocate all black men for the misgivings of a few, then that's a problem. To those that say that black men should come together, I will submit to you. You can't have a community like our African brothers unless the black man is being exonerated. You can't have a warrior class unless the black man is being exonerated. You can't protect a woman that you got to put your life on the line for and become a utility or her slave when she doesn't honor and respect you as a man. The great late Teddy Pendergrass said it better than me. He said, you can't hide from yourself. Everywhere you go, there you are. And the modern woman can't hide from herself because she have too many that are enabling her in her pathology. And when the world enables her in her pathology, that pathology is transmitted back into you. A woman is most vulnerable when she is impregnated by the seed of a man. But a man is most vulnerable where he's impregnated in his mind. And not understand male behavior, a man watching his woman serenade another man half dressed, and then you got these goofy women saying she's a grown A woman. Well, let her be a grown A woman, because judgment is coming. And let me tell you men something, you don't save women that made bad choices. They have to learn and suffer the recompense of their error. Because the more you save bad women, you continue to create the chaos that you're complaining about. Let me share something with you men. If I had to use a randomized sample size of the men that I've talked to, let's say 50, at least 90% are going to do the same thing that you men are talking about. And so to the ignorant, they don't know what they're talking about, and they don't understand the potency of male suffering. That's why these spaces have arrived. Because see, needs drive behaviors. When a man doesn't get his needs met, then it drives behaviors. And some of those behaviors can be maladaptive behaviors that's not consistent with that man's value system. Some of you men have gotten with women and they have more or less impacted your mental health so severely that you guys are in a mental health crisis. And some of it is your fault because you knew she was a thought. You knew that she wasn't good for you, but you couldn't control your rooster. You was more concerned about your rooster than being concerned about the behavior of that crazy woman. And you got to take ownership for dealing with women like Keke Palmer and those that say this.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Yeah, they'll say, girl, yes, yes, yes. Because they don't want to be held accountable. See, yes, it's a war cry of the modern woman as she rebels and does what she wants to do. And to my esteemed brethren, you got to say no, no, no. And you must recuse yourself. Get your passport. Before you get your passport, you need to come to therapy. You need to come see me at kosherclinician@gmail.com. You need to look at the thinking errors that you currently have where you compromise power. You need to understand the culture that you're going to. And then once you understand the culture that you're going to, what you need to do, gentlemen, is find you a traditional woman where the community holds her accountable, where the elders hold her accountable, where her mother and father holds her accountable. And when you have all those safeguards in place, it's a way to fortify your mind. The sad thing is this, men. So many men have gone to the grave and they have dreams deferred. Their dreams died in the grave, and you can hear the echoes. You can hear the echoes of stories untold. Men that were good men that were righteous men that strived to do the right thing. But they got with the wrong woman. And that woman destroyed their mental health. That woman destroyed his peace. That woman was complicit in black love without consent. Because see, she can be the prize in her head, and she can have some inherent value that's prize worthy. But a woman that's a one can't get a man that's a one unless that black man give that woman consent. And as Bishop Charles E. Williams said, y'all ain't gonna talk to me. But the black modern woman, sadly, many, not all, or the American woman, because it's not just the black woman, it's all of them, they want taxation without representation. They still want the benefits of yesterday and the protection of yesterday, but they don't want to render unto you what you need as a man. They suppress your masculinity. They put you under their love spell. And then once you say, I do, now you are stuck. I'm telling you, man, I've been through it as a licensed professional. And it's no cap. It's no cap. Because there are not too many therapists that are masculine therapists that believe in being fair and balanced. It's not enough black male therapists in many spaces, and that's why you guys need to support black male-centered content. To the men that are listening on tonight, if you don't have any money to donate to the channel, please share this stream, because there's a black man and a white man and an Asian man and a Latin man that's listening, and they're going through a mental health crisis because they got a modern woman that's using reverse psychology. And see, what they do, men, is this. They'll say you're controlling when you tell her what your values are. But on the flip side, she's controlling you. And she's controlling you guys because she will use shaming language. She will insult you, she will guilt you, and she will name call. And you guys are going to see it in a few minutes what this poor man is going through. And that's why I don't know why men with money and status deal with the typical modern woman in America. When you begin to travel, men, and shout out to my brother Dre, and I'm going to see Dre at some point this year. But when you begin to travel, you will begin to remove the illusion of thinking you got a woman that's wholesome. And we know that women abroad are not perfect. They're not perfect, men. But the odds of finding a better woman is greater over yonder. And if you're time and ready to be liberated, it's time to change the law in your mind. Shout out to Mr. Palmer. You got to be like Optimus Prime. You got to transform. And when you transform, no longer will you see women the way you thought they were. You begin to see them for what they are. You can either love them or understand them, but you can't do both. Because they continue to prove themselves over and over and over and over again. And that's why these conversations are so important. To those that talk about a community, you don't understand systems theory. Because the part is not greater than the whole. The black community evolved under guidance, God-fearing, respect, order. And order was under the umbrella of a man. And while black men have never been true patriarchs, at the macro level, one could argue in certain pockets they were patriarchs at the meso and at the micro level. I will argue that position. But nonetheless, Keke Palmer's boyfriend guy is going through a schema affliction. And some of you men have been through schema afflictions because you're dealing with a modern woman. And when they want what they want, they don't respect you. They do what so many do. They say yes.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Yeah, they say yes, yes. And see, they have alphabets that support them and saying yes. They got alphabets that support them. And you guys gonna see what I'm talking about in a minute. They don't want masculine men. They don't want masculine men that hold them accountable. They want to shame you into submission. They want to shame you into silence. They don't want you to have a voice. And they want to always use witchery and sorcery to keep you in your place. Once you can deal with the shaming language, once you can deal with the irrational behavior of men, no longer will you allow yourself to be in a position where you're being controlled by these modern women. And shout out to my man Dre for the $40,000 Colombian pesos. And Dre said, let's get, hold tight. Dre said, let's get those, hold tight. Let's get those super chats. Support black male content, click the like button, no doubt. Shout out Dre, I appreciate it, man. And guys, support black male-centered content because these shows are highly important. Share this stream because some of you men might not have money, and I'm okay with that. But just share the stream because somebody is suffering right now. Somebody is going through a mental health crisis, and they need help. Because I talk to men every day, and they're struggling. And Dre, thank you for your love offering, brother, and that's a deal, right? Thank you, sir.
That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
And once again, guys, these shows are important because if you don't have control in a relationship, it's going to cause you a lot of distress. And if you don't control her, guys, once again, she will control you. She want to be in control. She want to dress like a whore. She want to still text exes. She want the benefits of a traditional relationship and will tell you that she's a grown woman. Well, fine. If you're a grown woman, guess what? You can take your ass home. And let me tell you something, man. Once you get your money up, once you get that passport, once you work on your body and your mind, you won't even worry about the chicks back here, man. Because you realize there's so many beautiful, fine, attractive women in the world. You're not worrying about women like Keke Palmer, a woman that don't understand her place as a woman. And that's what empowerment, or the wrong kind of empowerment, can do when men don't have boundaries and when men don't set standards. Because I'm from a generation where women had a greater level of respect. The level of respect was greater in the past than it is now. Shout out to my man, Tim Howard for the 5. He said that our only answer is to travel.
Hello,
I appreciate
lucky
it, brother.
person. You
And
got
also
the
shout out to
number
Barry
right,
Hamilton.
because you are talking to Kid a Dynamite. Pure Dynamite.
He said, Kosher, thanks for pulling the weave off these witchcraft givers who bring chaos and unrest to all the men they encounter. Men want peace, yes. And when a man doesn't have peace, he's not at his greatest. A man needs a woman to be his inspiration. A man needs a woman that can hold him down. A man needs a woman that can give him the support that he needs to become the better version of himself. And guys, that's why we're about to have the Black Manosphere, or the Black Man's Conclave, where black men are learning to not only love themselves, but to get their money up, but also to understand the mental pathologies that they are dealing with. Get your tickets, guys, and go support the Black Manosphere Conclave.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
All right, guys, we're about to go down the rabbit hole. If you're ready to go down the rabbit hole with me, I need you to hit 1. But before we go down the rabbit hole, guys, get them likes up, share this stream, donate to the channel. Thank you to everyone that's donating on tonight. And guys, share this content. Share the content. We're about to go down the rabbit hole. Hold tight, guys. Down the rabbit hole we go. This is the part of the show where we assess, examine, collaborate. We use a condition called collaborative empiricism. And we assess the information, we explore the information, and we collaborate. In this collaboration, guys, you're about to see what I'm seeing. You're about to see what I'm seeing with this woman, Keke Palmer, and she's disrespecting her boyfriend and proving why so many black men are checking out. Now, guys, let me tell you about some warning signs of modern women. Any woman that calls herself a diva, run. Because the word diva comes from the word demon. Run from her. Let her get with a weak beta male that'll tolerate her BS. But run. Watch this woman, guys. This is a pregnant woman. Don't have no respect for herself or her boyfriend. And some of these heifers will say, well, they're not married. It don't matter if you are married, goofball. When you represent a man and when you audition to be his wife, you got to conduct yourself likewise. Hold tight, guys. Hold tight. I'm trying to turn this volume to hold tight. Look at this woman, guys. And she wore more at the concert, somebody said. She wore more at the concert. Moms embrace your body before and after pregnancy. Yeah. Look at to the Yas girl supporting her foolishness. Look at this, guys. But these rebellious wild hyenas, they want protection, they want security, and they want provision.
Let's go pick it just a little bit.
And listen, we understand this woman makes her own money. She's the exception to the rule. But Keke Palmer, guys, is a microcosm of the macrocosm. She's a microcosm of the macrocosm. And she represents, sadly, a large percentage of American women. And this is the type of woman that wants you to love them, protect them, and put your life on the line for them. And this is what social media has done. And here's the one, guys. Hold on. Because you can ask yourself the question, would or will a masculine man allow his woman to subjugate herself to this type of debauchery? And I think you guys know what the answer is. So I want you guys to look at this video and look at what this 304 said. But before we look at the guy, look at what this woman said. She said, husband, boyfriend or not, Usher sing to me, I'm all over him. They're all over him, guys. If Usher sings to me, I'm all over him. And the Hyena Brigade, guys, is saying, yeah.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, now, baby.
And guys, it's funny, but it's not funny because it's art imitating life. These shows that we do, it's art imitating life. It's art imitating life. And what they say, guys, is yes, yes. Because they don't want a man, guys, that will hold them accountable. They don't want accountability, but they want the benefits of a masculine man.
Shut up, Kosher. Shut up. Shut up, Kosher. Take it back. Shut up. Shut up, Kosher. Shut up.
Dress provocative. Don't respect their bodies. Want to do what they want to do, and they can, because it's your body, your choice. But watch this, man. Just like it's her body, her choice, your money, your protection, your choice. Because see, when you start saying my money, my choice, my protection, my choice, let them protect themselves. Because a day is coming, man. A day is coming when automation start taking over. Some of these same rebellious women are going to wish they had a man to cover them and protect them, but have no respect. Don't have no respect for this man, and don't have no respect for themselves. Shout out to James Turner, man. James Turner, shout out to that brother, man. Always showing love, man. James Turner, funny is, you know what. Shout out to my man XL Pro for the 2. XL Pro for the 2. I didn't even see James Turner, man. Thank you, James Turner. I appreciate it. XL Pro said, showing love, I appreciate it, and you are dynamite.
Hello, lucky person.
And James Turner, guys, always showing love.
You are talking to kid a dynamite.
And even though he ain't got that little swag right here, James Turner is the #1 sponsor of this stream.
That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
But guys, run away from women that say yes. Run away from those women, gentlemen. Run from them. And also run for women that use the moniker that they're a diva. I want you guys to hear this. And y'all guys, look at the interaction of this woman that got a boyfriend. Because women of old would have never disrespected that man this way. But once again, you got the hyena supporting him. Look what somebody said. Does he know who he's with? Keke has worn something like that before. Why all of a sudden he has a problem with it? People are mad, but this is part of entertainment industry. There are celebrities and they admire each other. We love this. Yeah. And that's why you don't deal with modern women in America. Let them marry themselves. Let them marry themselves, man.
Let's go back it just a little bit.
Look at what this heifer said. The heifer brigade. This heifer say, my man would just have to stay mad. That's Usher. You see how disrespectful they are? And guys, you give your best. You give your best to ran through women. Women that got kids by multiple men. You tolerate women like this, but yet you complain about it. And you guys are seeing the yes brigade. Look at the yes brigade. Keke body is biting. Let her live. You see, guys, the You see the lack of respect, but these are the same women that say they want the protection of a man. Now understand that in a relationship, it's mutual. And I don't know why guys continue to deal with women like this. They're not even worthy of your protection. They're not worthy of no damn ring. Because women years ago, one ran through. They weren't ran through. They didn't have kids by a lot of men. And they knew their place as a woman. And the only way you can implement stuff like this, if you want a traditional relationship, is in traditional cultures where the men are in leadership positions. And so women like this, I'm not telling you to fornicate, they're just good for pumping and dumping, guys. Not saying you should do it, but if you are going to pump and dump, they're shooting for pumps and dumps, man. Because they're not worthy of being a wife. Or I would even say do that. Just keep your meat to yourself. And keep stacking your money and keep your head down. And if you want a wife, travel. Because you guys see it. They say, y'all remember the episode of The Boondocks when Usher took Tom Girl. Look at it, guys. Y'all see it. Guys in the comment section doing just like these heifers do. They're saying yes.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Yeah, they're saying yes. You know, and this is what you got to deal with, men. These are the kind of men you got to deal with, you know, ran through, entitled, big egos, don't understand what men want, never ask what men wanted, a bunch of debt, a bunch of kids, weave, bad pH, but got the damn nerve to say they want a good black man. And some of you men, you tolerate it because you've been raised by women and you don't know what your worth is. And that's why I tell men to continue to work on your mental health and get with women that honor and respect you as a man. Now, guys, imagine if a man that had his woman was doing this to another woman and all the black men were in the section say, yeah, man, put that meat on her. If all the brothers were saying the same thing, you would hear these hyenas in the background saying, he's not a good man. He's not respectful. How can he do that to his girlfriend? And guys, once you understand that women are duplicitous and that many of them are solipsistic, meaning they're extremely selfish, and not all of them, because see, there are some women that know their behavior, but they don't act on it. And so I say salute out to those good sisters. They don't act out on bad behavior. They don't act on it. But a lot of modern women, they act out on their bad behavior. They act out on bad behavior. And they try to shame the good black women that try to do the right things. Now watch this, guys. Look at it. If she really respected her man, she would never be close up on the usher like that because she respects her man. And see, when you go to Islamic cultures, guys, where they have, and I'm not saying I agree with Sharia law, but in other cultures, some men don't even let you be around their women. And because they don't understand men, they will shame you and say you're insecure by default. They were calling this man corny, a fool. They were disrespecting the man. And that's why, guys, you got to let them fall and suffer. Only protect equitable, respectful black women that know their place and black women that are here to assist you in your mission. Those are the only ones that you give your service to. Because, see, the modern black woman, some of them, many of them, are not held accountable. And the reason why they're not held accountable because we don't have enough black men in place to know what their worth is, and they will hold them accountable.
I love black women. I love decent, hardworking, God-fearing black women who support their families.
Yes, sir.
I don't like degenerate, lying, false testify giving women who put their man on child support, even though he's been paying for you, and then turn around and lie to the court and say you're a deadbeat daddy, and who alienate their children from their father. I don't like those type of women, and I will call them to the mat each and every time for their lies and their disparaging statements about black men, largely because that's what a father does. See, my sons turn 18, they will inherit the mantle of black men.
Right.
And all the negativity and the tropes that go with it. And it's not fair for my children, for my babies, to inherit that trope because they didn't do anything. They're innocent, as I said earlier.
And Dennis is correct. You can't have the mantle of masculinity and protection when your women are not under your leadership. They confuse leadership with abuse of control, but there's no evidence that men that expect their women to fall in line is abusive in their control. And that's why I tell you men over and over and over again to stop giving your resources, stop giving your time to a woman that's not following you and meeting your mission as a man. You can't complain about what you allow, men. You gotta have penis discipline if you want to get over some of the things these modern women are doing. You got to control your rooster, and you got to control your
I got a big ego, ha ha ha, oh, such a big ego.
Shout out to my man, Sean Campbell, showing love for the $25 hit. He said, thank you, sir, very informative. Sean Campbell, thank you, sir. So kind. I appreciate it, brother. And Sean Campbell, it's men like you that make my time worth it when you show love and support. And Sean Campbell, you are the #1 sponsor of this stream, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
It's the money.
Let me tell you guys something. Thank you, Sean Campbell. It's men like Sean Campbell and Barry Hamilton and Top Gun and XL Pro and 7 Architect and many, 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 many more that make these shows worth my time. Content creation is hard, guys. You have to be very creative. And I really appreciate you men that show love and donate. And also to the Quiet Storm that always showing love as well. And that's why I do this, guys, because I want to see you men in power. When men come together in unison and begin to demand more, they will have no other choice but to change their behavior. Because power never conceded to anything without a struggle. It never have, men, and it never will. And that's why, guys, you need to do what so many men are beginning to do, and we're going to have a great show. You need to transform. Men have asked us to play by their rules, but the rules have just changed. Nanobots, transform. I am Kosher Prime, Sentinel, Captain, Advocate for Men. We have crossed a threshold in a time where men are under attack. But if we join forces, we can defeat those that seek to overthrow us in a negative way. Nanobots, transform. And guys, we're going to get back to it, but let me tell you young men, some, especially the younger men, some of the older men, but I need you men to start creating values. You need to reassess what your values are. Once you reassess what your values are, you need to start setting boundaries around those values. Once you start setting boundaries around the things that you value, and you make it ironclad, and you can control your penis, whatever she do moving forward, it won't mean nothing to you. Because you value your word as a man over the temporary pleasures of sex. If you starve her of attention, if you starve her of your resources, if you ignore her, it will drive her crazy. Attention is the woman's kryptonite. So when you begin to love yourself, know what your worth is, know what your value is, no longer will you put yourself in a predicament where you can be used and abused by the typical modern woman. I want to show you guys something. Hold tight. Now the question is, guys, is this inappropriate for a woman that has a boyfriend or a husband and just dropped a baby? If it's inappropriate, I need you to hit 1. If it's not inappropriate, I need you to hit 2 and tell me why. Look at this, guys. This woman, look at Usher looking at her. This woman has a man back home, not showing any respect for her man. And that's why, guys, I tell you, don't deal with women that got money, or don't ever live with a woman. Because they only respect power and strength. Don't even live with them. You're better off sleeping in your car, sleeping in your van, than to deal with these 304s. Because they're not worthy of your love and your protection. Only protect good, righteous, respectful women that have been raised to be wives or striving to be good women. Don't give your protection to this mess. Because many of them guys have been ran through. I don't even know why you guys want to deal with women like this. You shouldn't want a woman to give her body to a bunch of men. Because remember, it's her body, her choice. But imagine, guys, if a man once again was doing that to another woman. Look at what this woman said. A white hyena. It makes me sad to know she looked so good and was having an amazing time with her girls, all to come back to some BS. Look at what this one said, guys. She's supposed to be an educator. That's why I said some of these educated black women are no different. Love it. Baby daddy need to get out of his feelings. Worry about making her a wife and not just a baby mama. This fool don't even understand how to be in a position of being a wife. You got a baby with this man. And if you were auditioning to be a wife, then you would never allow yourself to get pregnant by this man. But guys, they keep proving themselves over and over again. And tell me he was mad respectful. This woman said he had good reason to be mad. This ain't about the dress. And thank God for this righteous sister. Thank God for this righteous sister. This woman got some sense. This righteous sister said, no, I understand why her man is mad. There are some still decent sisters that get it. But they don't understand that men by nature, guys, are very territorial. A man is territorial. And a man don't want his woman showing her assets to the world. But these are the same women that want men to protect them. The same women that want men to put their life on the line. But they don't care about the feelings of a man. And that's why, guys, I tell you, start dating women from other countries. I'm going to show you guys why. Shout out to Dre. I got a good clip I want to show you guys that Dre got. And you guys are going to see his beautiful wife and why traditional women are so important. This man was plotting for the perfect time to publicly shame her. Regardless of how you felt, it's the way he handled the situation. But watch this, guys. When men get upset and when men get angry, it's a problem. But Mariah Miles was shaming Zion Williamson about 2 weeks ago, and nothing was barely said. And that's why I tell you guys, leave these chicks alone, guys. Hold tight. Don't have no respect for the man. Look at this, guys. Let me tell you men something. The typical modern woman is not ready to be a wife, and I'm going to tell you why, guys. Because a woman that's a righteous woman trying to be a wife is able to control her feelings for the greater good of that relationship and also for her man. Women of old knew that they were auditioning to become the wife of a husband. But this woman doesn't respect that man. That woman only respects her feelings because she's selfish. And many of these modern women, guys, they want you to be a rat. She wants resources. She wants attention. She wants your time. And she wants security and settlement for box that she gave to other men for free. They want you guys to be a rat.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
I know somebody said my stream is freezing up. If it's streaming up, guys, let me know. I hope it's not freezing. Shout out to my man, Barry Hamilton for the 2. He said, won't involve feminine energy. Wife, no doubt. I appreciate it, Barry Hamilton. Thank you, sir. Traditional women want character and purpose. These modern women want yes men and transactions. And you're 100% correct. But let me finish showing you guys. Look at this woman shaming and disrespecting her man. Watch it. Look at what this hyena said, guys. It's Usher, what you expect her to do. But these are the same 304s that want your protection and want you to put your damn life on the line. And that's why I tell you guys, to hell with them. Don't take them serious. Get your money up. Get your passport. Work on your mental health. Make sure you come see me at the Kosher Clinician for a non-diagnostic consultation. And get with a woman that's been conditioned and trained to respect and honor you as a man. And sets the blood flowing, saying, y'all saying it's Usher like she don't have a boyfriend, right? Look what this woman say. My feelings were herself, embrace herself, and was decided to see it. And that's why, guys, you can't support these 304s. Don't support them. Run from them. And find you a good traditional black sister from the motherland if you can't find your wife here in America, because they're damn far and few in between. And guys, this is my point. Y'all see it? Y'all think
Y'all think I'll be playing. Look at what Kenya mom said. Yes, honey, yes. Y'all see it? Hold on a minute. Hold on, guys. Look what she said, guys. Y'all see it, guys? Yes, honey, yes. That's the war cry of the modern whore. Yes, honey, yes.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Shut up, Kosher. Shut up. Shut up, Kosher. Take it back. Shut up. Shut up, Kosher. Shut up.
And guys, the only solution is to continue to work on yourself and get you a traditional woman from another country. Shout out to my man Byron Hammer for the 5. He said these women who support Keke Palmer are unaware how good women, good black women, make a significant step to become wise. They are steeped in stripper culture. And you are 1,000,000% right, brother. They are steeped in stripper culture. They're all steeped in stripper culture. And that's why, guys, y'all got to learn how to control your ego so you won't deal with 304s like this one.
I got a big ego, ha ha ha. Oh, such a big ego.
Honey, yes, honey, yes. Shout out to my man Top Gun. You guys are showing some love. I appreciate it. And also shout out to Barry Hamilton, Byron Hammer TV, because it is stripper culture. Shout out to my man Top Gun for the 5. Top Gun said, if something would happen to her on her way home from lusting, he will be criticized, yes sir, brother, talk on it, for not protecting her. Leave these black women to the streets. And you are 1,000,000% correct,
lucky person.
Top Gun.
You got the number right, because you are talking to
They want protection.
Pure
But they want taxation
dynamite.
without damn representation. And that's why you can't waste your time. Shout out to my man Architecture 7. I call him the lone wolf, always showing love. And Architecture 7, one of my greater contributors, I really appreciate it. Architecture 7 said this, hold tight. Always showing love, man. I appreciate that, good brother. Architecture 7 said, while I was searching but not finding, I found one upright man among 1,000, but not one upright woman among them all. Ecclesiastes 7:28 sounds alarming depictive to the modern Western woman. Thank you for your sound biblical perspective. Keep going, man. No, brother, I appreciate it, man. You're a brilliant brother. And I appreciate your love, man. And it's true. The gospel said, who can find a virtuous woman? Her rubies are like, she's like a ruby. And the chance, guys, of finding you a quality woman is over yonder, because these women here are not worth your love. They're not worth your attention. And they're not worth your time, because they keep proving themselves over and 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 over again. And because of that Architecture 7, because of your love offering, brother, you are the #1 sponsor of this stream, Architecture 7, for the $120 piece. I really appreciate it. Your love and your time is supported. And men like you, Architecture 7, make it worth me continue doing these shows. Thank you, sir. And that's a deal, right?
That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
appreciate the Architect of 7 for showing love, guys. And men, it's time to transform your mind. It is time for the American black man to transform his mind from these modern devilish women. Look at what this one said. Holly said, Usher, it's pressure. Please, I will act it like a fool. And God, some of these same women that you're marrying were whores in college. They still got that whoring spirit in them. But they still want you to damn protect them. I talk to so many women, guys, so many men. They're going through the same thing this brother's going through. And that's why I tell you, men, don't deal with these modern women, because they're not worthy of the honor of carrying your last name. Let their asses perish. Let them perish, because they don't deserve a hard-working, equitable man. You see it over and over and over again. Look what my man, DMV Chef 189 said. It's kind of the same when a man goes to a strip club and you won't hear the end of it, right? Look at the deflection and the rationalization. What's the problem? She is covered, even though it's see-through. And that's why, guys, you got to move forward, guys. Look at this immature idiot. Man, he's a whole baby like bye. And but these are the same women, guys, some of them, that when this man go to a mental health crisis and start hurting folks and becoming violent, these are the same women that say, why don't you express your feelings? These are the same women that'll say, why don't you express your feelings? Because, guys, they don't care about your feelings. They only care about themselves. And that's why I tell you guys, you got to begin to recuse yourself of women like that. And that's why I tell you, you cannot be a sucker for love in modern times, because it's dangerous. Dennis and I had a good conversation and we were laughing. And I said, you're going to love a woman through reason. And if Dennis, you listening, man, you know you're my brother, I love you. But I was joking with Dennis, and I told Dennis he was a certified simp, because Dennis said sometimes he's simp, but Dennis is a good brother. And I love and respect that brother. But you would be a fool, guys, to marry the typical modern woman, because love is dangerous to your mental health. But the lie called love and the making of Dennis Sperling the simp, what does that mean?
Hey, man, look, man, love is a 4-letter word, man. It's a 4-letter word. Look, man, look, here's the thing, baby. I hope that my sons grow up and fall in love. I hope they get all the, the butterfly. I hope, man, I hope. No, they don't need to fall in love, then. No, man. I hope that they get the pleasure of falling in love. And if they get their hearts broken, that's okay. That's part of the human experience. I don't want to limit them. You see what I'm saying? I had love. It's that young, oh my God, it's a wonderful thing. It's pain.
You fall in love with one of these modern hyenas and you'll be a fool. You will be a fool to fall in love with one of these modern hyenas, guys. You will be a fool to fall in love with one of these modern hyenas. You will be a fool. I'm going to show you guys something else, guys, and y'all going to see
but now that you know
more of this this Yasper grade. Now, guys, watch this alphabet. Watch this alphabet, and you guys will see that they only love men that are alphabet and women that support this foolishness. Hold tight. Let's see what this woman said. Hold on.
As he just deleted pictures of them on Instagram and a couple more things. Let's get into it.
Now, Keke Palmer's boyfriend removed the pictures. He removed the pictures of them together on Instagram. And that's what you guys got to do. Listen to what this woman's saying. Hold tight.
Just like I thought, Keke Palmer's boyfriend decided to just dig himself into a deeper hole as he just deleted pictures of them on Instagram and a couple more things. Let's get into it. Now, this is his Instagram today. Before, there were pictures of him and Keke while she was pregnant, and
And guys, that's what y'all got to do. When you're dealing with a hard-headed, obtuse woman, cut her ass off and don't deal with her anymore. Cut her off permanently. Because, men, it's time to stand in power. It's time to stand in power. Don't deal with women like Keke Palmer. Don't worry about these damn goofballs talking about, oh, he's immature. No, woman, you were immature for disrespecting your man. You were disrespectful for disrespecting your man. You don't ever care about what men want and how damn men feel. But when men go on tirades and commit violence, then you're the main one sitting on your ass telling men to express themselves. Don't have no sense. Acting like whores, but you're in a whole relationship.
And them together with their baby, but those pictures are no longer found on his feed. On top of all that, he's now being exposed for liking really transphobic tweets, ageist tweets about Tracy Ellis Ross calling.
And guys, let me tell you something. This woman talking about, see, this is what happens, guys, when you get these liberal, indoctrinated modern women. They use all kind of negative talking points. And if you're a masculine man living in modern times, you will be a fool to marry these women. That's why I tell men, get them passports. Get them passports, get them passports, get them passports. Get your money up and go travel to countries where women are women, where they know their place and respect their men. Now using damn shaming language, talking about he's transphobic. Because he took this 304 off his picture like a man should do. You don't tolerate that BS. If you're going to be my woman, you're going to respect me and reflect my mission as a man. If not, you can take your ass on. You don't tolerate it, man. If you're going to be the woman of a man, you got to respect your man. Instead of acting like a 304.
Her a loser, and also some DV and apologist tweets. This whole situation is just a huge mess, and more details start to unveil themselves. And as I do, I'll definitely keep y'all updated. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. It's like I thought, Keke Palmer's boyfriend decided
Now, guys, look at some of the comments. This Reading Rainbow said, can't believe rather than apologize, he's going to just throw everything away. Yes, Pinky. Masculine men will damn throw everything away if you disrespect him and don't respect his ego. Yes, they're going to throw everything away. All this really messes with Keke more than anything because people are going to be like, how she did not know he had these views on these topics? She should have knew it. They don't care for the man. They say, I feel for Keke. Look at what this fool said. He lacks the energy to let his woman shine. So now back to the dust pile. And see, guys, these women prove their points, and they prove why men are getting passports. They prove why men are checking out. They prove why they're not dealing with these typical modern women. Look at what this woman said. She didn't delete the ones on him. That makes me so sad he's doing that like this. No, woman, you don't understand how masculine men operate. A masculine man is not going to tolerate that BS. Masculine men are beginning to wake up. Masculine men are beginning to wake up. Shout out to Top Gun for the $2. And Top Gun said, who hurt you? Shout out to Top Gun.
Lucky person. You got
but
the
masculine
number
men,
right,
guys, are beginning to wake up. And they're beginning to say, we're not going to tolerate this BS. We're not going to tolerate it. Shout out to my man, Terrell Miller. Terrell Miller said she started this. If we are to be honest, all she had to do was respect her relationship, no matter if he was a celebrity or not. Yes. Only she had to do was respect him like he was a man. And I agree with what this woman is saying. And guys, watch out for these women. Watch out for these women, guys. Watch out for some of these women. Some of these women, God, just want your seed. That's all they want. They just want the seed. As they get older, as they know they're about to hit the wall, some of these modern women that got money, they will use you for your seed. Don't give these women your seed. Your seed is your image. And that's why you got to have penis discipline. Don't give these women your seed. Because your seed is your image.
I got a big ego, ha ha ha, oh, such a big ego.
Don't give them your seed, guys. Because giving a 3 or 4 your seed is to your detriment. And look at this, guys. She said he's giving sassy. But see, they're some of the biggest homophobic people. Because anytime black men say what they want, they use damn shaming language. He's sassy. Well, her goofy ass. He petty as hell. Look what this idiot said. This one said so corny, but I could tell he was just like by looking at him, sorry. No, you're the one that's corny. And look at what this woman said, guys. That's why I tell you how these selfish creatures are. Where it's time for him to move out of her house. You see what I'm saying, guys? They prove themselves over and over and over again. Now imagine if he did that and she was living with him and then she got in her feelings and the man said it's time to move her out of his house. All the social media will have been time trying to shame them. And that's why, guys, when they shame you, let it roll off your back like water rolls off a duck's behind. Look how they use the system against you. Better get those custody papers. Look at them. And they support each other, guys, in their debauchery, and they support each other, guys, in their nonsense. And they all say the same thing. You about to see this this rainbow, guys, and they all say the same things over and over and over again.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
And guys, that's why you need to get your tickets. Come to the Black Manosphere Conclave. We're going to have a powerful demonstration of masculinity. And we're going to talk about why men should get their internet license, get their license through Theo WAF. We're going to have some powerful speakers there. I'm going to be there. And we're going to talk about how men should damn move. It's time for men to wake up. It's time for men to start damn demanding what they want. It's time for men to check out and get with women that's going to respect and follow their mission instead of following these trifling 304.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
And you're right, line 917. This is why only a quarter of them will get married. Because many of them don't deserve the love, protection, and honor of a man because they are ignorant. And they don't know their place. Look at what this one say, oh well, goofy behind. Look at what this one said, Keke deserves so much better. And guys, it's time for you to start being selfish too. I'm gonna show you guys something else. Hold tight. All right, let me show you guys something now. Now, guys, watch this rainbow, and it's men like him that support the pathology that we have in our community. Watch this rainbow.
Keke Palmer's
That's why I don't stand with them. I only deal with masculine men. If you want to be a rainbow, that's your business. But I don't support men. Like, I'm a traditional heteronormative masculine man, and I believe in supporting men and masculine content. Watch this, guys. Listen to this man. Listen to Sassy Boy. Listen to him.
Decided to hop on Twitter and criticize the mother of his child publicly, responding to a tweet saying, "It's the outfit though, you a mom." After getting a ton of pushback, he released some statement talking about he has standards and morals and this is his family. I'll break this down really.
And anytime men say they have standards, you got these damn rainbows always coming and try to have their mouth in heterosexual men's damn business. Stay in your lane, brother. Because you have nothing to say about traditional heteronormative masculine men. But look at them, guys. Look at them. Look at him. He's part also of the damn Yas Brigade. He's part of the Yas Brigade.
Really simply for you, Darius, we don't give a fuck that you have morals. We care that you hopped on the internet to criticize the mother of your child.
Look at this fool. Look at him, guys. Look at this silly guy, this uncouth. The only thing they care about, you see the false dichotomy. They can have standards, but you can't have standards. Once again, they can have standards, but you can't have standards as a man. This effeminate man trying to tell a masculine man how to be a man. Act just like a damn woman. And that's why I'm telling you, man, leave these Western women alone. Leave them alone, the majority of them. If you can't find your wife here, you get rid of their ass to find you a woman from another country, man. Because they're not worthy of your love and protection.
Publicly in front of other people to try to make her look dumb. You were talking about this generation, this and that, and I actually agree with you. This generation's men is too comfortable disrespecting women in public. You have standards and morals.
But this is the same man that don't see the disrespect, how this woman disrespected her man. I'm telling you guys, the mental illness is unreal. The mental illness is unreal. In modern times, the delusions are unreal. The mental illness is unreal, and so are the simp surfers.
Why are you destroying our planet?
I have no choice.
Yeah, this guy looks like a fruit simp.
Is one of those standards teaching your child to disrespect his mom? I don't know your situation, but I'm going to take a gander and say that since your woman is the breadwinner and probably takes...
You see what this goofy dude said, guys? Because your woman is the breadwinner, his goofy behind. A true feminine woman, even if she does make more money, will always respect her man. Because a true feminine woman knows if her man is a masculine man, her femininity will pull him up to where she's at. But that's why so many black women keep losing, because they listen to fools like this dude. And that's why, guys, I could never, if I was a single man again, marry or be with a Western woman. I won't even damn look at them, because they won't be worth my time.
Care of you wanted to display your manhood in public and try to make a fool of her to make yourself look better. You don't look like a moral man. You look like a little insecure boy who needs to grow up.
Look at this shaming language. Look at this fruitcake. Look at this shaming language, guys, of this goofy dude. Shaming language. Can't stand people who criticize the mother of their child. That's what a gynocracy look like. But when it comes down to shaming the father of the damn child, you don't hear nothing. That's why, guys, we got to start our own communities as black men. It's time for black men to start their own communities. It's time for black men to get with black women that's going to respect them, honor them, follow their program, and reflect what they want in their mission and start their own damn communities. And let these heifers perish. If you can't find a traditional woman here, don't deal with these damn modern women here because they're not even worth your time. They're not even worth your time. Because over and over and over again, they prove that they don't care about your needs as a man.
Keke Palmer's boyfriend decided.
All right, let me show you guys something. Look at what this woman said. The gags, he gots to go.
"24 hours ago, the Keke Palmer tweeted, not trying to be that person, but I love my man. Period." With the crying faces.
Well, if you loved your man, you would have came with some instructions and respected your man. But you know what? I hope Keke Palmer's man gets on stage with a fine woman and does the same thing and start grinding with her and watch these hyenas show their damn true colors. I hope Keke Palmer's man do the same thing.
Let's go back it just a little bit.
Because that's how good that hitting for. About an hour ago, my timing might be wrong. I wasn't live on scene, so I'm not 100% sure. Somebody posted a picture of Keke Palmer at the Usher concert. Usher serenading her. Her baby daddy gonna reply, "It's the outfit though. You a mom." What's the lesson here, ladies? What?
At least this young lady got some sense. Thank God for rational black women. Thank God for rational black women. Thank God for rational sisters like her. You are a mother. You are a mother of this man's child. You're supposed to be reflecting your man. But you dress like a whore and serenade another man.
What's the lesson I keep trying to tell ya? The minute you brag on a man, it activates the loser chip in him. Like, the minute he sees you being giddy and happy and shit, talking about my man, he'd be like,
well, you know what? Actually, guys, I spoke too fast because this heifer now is downgrading. So I spoke too fast. She's called him a loser. A loser.
"Oh, bet. I got her. I'm locked in. Now I can show her I'm a fucking lame." And to be clear, there's no shade to her or to him or to this particular situation. I'm just using this situation to prove a point that I've been saying forever. I'm literally going to write a dissertation on this. My fucking thesis is going to be on this. Because it never fails. Every time. They do it every time. 24 hours ago.
So, Keke, I pay all the bills and mind my business, Palmer.
And once again, guys, don't get with women unless you have your own. Have your own. Have your own money, because they always use it against you. They always use it against you, guys.
Went to the Usher concert in Vegas, had an amazing time. He serenaded her, and he sounded amazing. She sounded amazing. As you can see, she got the clappers out. And she looked amazing, you know, and it was a great little video. She's having a great time. I'm enjoying seeing her have a great time. And everything just seemed right in the world. There were a couple people being weird in the comments, but that's usual. It's Twitter. But then, per usual, a man's always going to just come through and embarrass you. So the jobless father of her kid, Darius, decided to write this. "It's the outfit though. You a mom." So he set up in her house, probably using her Wi-Fi on a data plan that she probably pays for, and went on Twitter and quote tweeted a video as opposing to texting or calling or just waiting to have a face-to-face conversation with the mother of his child. And he thought this was the appropriate.
And guys, this is what happens when you get men raised by their mama, because this boy identifies with women instead of identifying with masculine principles. And that's why, guys, get them passports ready. You're right, Desert Coyote. Alphabet people, keep your opinions on alphabet couples. Stay out of heterosexual relationships and mind your own business. I totally agree. These damn male hyenas are worse than some of these women.
Real way to address Keke Palmer. The Keke Palmer. Okay. So people were like, whoa, Darius, not so fast. It's you? So instead of creating multiple streams of income for your child, you sitting on beds half naked. I'm pretty sure she probably paid for the bed.
Why does it matter? Female simp. Why does it matter? She knew that man didn't have that, so she chose to get with a man that didn't have it. So if that man is sitting on that bed, how's that no different than a man where he's paying for all the bills sitting on the bed? The double standard is appalling. And this so-called equality.
And so in response to getting dragged, he then posts this, which makes it even worse. Still, not talking to...
Look at how they are minimizing what this man wants. And this man is right. This young man is 100% correct. This young man is correct. The young man said, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want his wife and mother to showcase her booty cheeks to please others, and he get told how much of a hater that he is. Listen, we live in a world that's upside down, guys. Right is wrong and wrong is right. But you got these fools there talking about a black community where you can't even correct bad behavior. As I said before in the past, you cannot have a community where you're not honoring and respecting your men. You cannot expect the protection of the black man if you're not honoring and respecting your men. But we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want his wife and the mother of his kids to showcase her booty cheeks to please others, and he's told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation, and I have standards and morals to what I believe. He is 1,000% correct. That young man is 1,000% correct. But see, guys, it ain't a problem until the black man do it. And that's why black men are frustrated. That's why producers like Al Grease created Frustrated. Because it's not a problem until the black men do it.
When you date a woman and she may be a potential wife, it's a competition thing all the way. I can't take it no more.
They feel propped up because they feel more beholden to the government. And then their man comes second. That's why they figure that they're strong, independent, don't need no man because they have the government.
Because the men are failing us, to be honest. Guys thinking about themselves and they'll think about you after you react.
You don't hear anything about being good wives and all this other stuff. What you hear is you're strong and you independent. You can do it on your own. You got black girl magic, black girl rock, but you ain't said nothing about black family.
My mother is like what they consider to be the strong black woman. I feel like I projected that onto the guys that I dated.
Ladies have no idea how stiff their competition really is. You have no clue how black men are viewed in the rest of the world. We are the #1 most sexually desired man on the face of this planet.
They would call Jesus Dusty if he was here living in America because of the gross narcissism that a lot of our women have.
In line 917, I think you're right. Men are a big part of the problem. You're correct. Because we settle for BS that some of these damn women give us. Men, when you start raising your standards, like what this young man is trying to say, and say, I will no longer tolerate this kind of behavior, they will have no other choice but to change. And if they don't change, they'll be left behind. It's literally that simple. Because there's too many beautiful feminine women across the world for you to settle for BS like this. They don't have no power but the power that you give them.
To the person you should be talking to, but talking to us. We live in a generation where
Dudes be like, I want you to be my girlfriend. But are you going to marry me? Are we ready to take it somewhere out of kid world? Because I'm not trying to be locked into nothing unless you gonna lock me in for life. Because we can just be friends and kick it till you ready to go.
Well, you can't expect a man to do that, ma'am.
So Keke,
you can't expect a man to do that, ma'am, if you don't know how to audition as a wife. Hold on for a minute, guys. Hold on. Let me show you guys this. Hold tight. This is her and their baby.
You ain't stopping with. Dudes be like, I want you to be my girlfriend. But are you going to marry me? Are we ready to take it somewhere out of kid world? Because I'm not trying to be locked into nothing unless you gonna lock me in for life. Because we can just be friends and kick it till you ready to go. You ain't stopping what's going on with me.
Keke said, one more time for the dress. Yes. After her boyfriend Darius expressed he was not happy with.
Did you hear? Did you guys hear it? Did you guys hear the war crowd, the modern woman? Yes. Did you guys hear it?
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay. Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Yes.
Happy with the outfit she wore to Usher. Keke just uploaded a carousel to Instagram of her outfit. She writes in the caption, I wish we had taken more pictures, but we were running late. I'm telling y'all right now, if you haven't seen Usher, you must go. He was so fabulous. Giving Theater, Atlanta Down, tips and tricks just absolutely iconic. I was truly inspired as a performer. I whooped some ass in spades too. Where is that pic of us all together with the king himself? And tags her friend Nora. Keke said, one more time for the dress.
Look at what this woman said, guys. He needs to stay in his place. Look at what a woman is telling the damn man. He needs to stay in his place. Not her knowing her place, but he needs to stay in his place. He needs to stay in his place. Let me show y'all something with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said.
So Gabrielle Union a couple of weeks ago.
Let me show you guys something. Hold tight. And while I don't necessarily agree with some of the teachings of the nation, I definitely respect this brother on this. You guys tell me what y'all think.
You cannot.
Because see, men, we're beginning to see that you cannot protect what you don't control. We're talking about healthy control. Because they always accuse healthy control. They always confuse healthy control with abusive control. You can't protect what you don't control. And control meaning she's under your leadership. So all these women talking about protecting black women, you're not under my control, woman. If you're not under my control, and if there's not a generation of women that's keeping your behavior on check, I can't protect you. I'm not putting my life on the line for a woman I don't know. Unless there's an environment in the community that respect and honor black men.
Protect what you cannot control. Wait now. Sisters, when I use the word control, that makes you upset sometimes because you don't want nobody to control you. But no man can protect what he cannot control. Now, you don't have to be a...
And he's correct. We're not talking about abusive control. We're talking about healthy control. But see, the modern woman, when you try to lead them, they take leadership as being abusive control. So you can't protect what you don't control. And don't give your life, your resource, and your time from these hard-headed modern women.
Control freak, because she has a right to rebel against ignorance that masquerades itself in the form of a controller. I gotta set balance here. Otherwise, after this lecture's over, some nut is gonna go home and say, see, I got to control what's going on up in here.
And let me say this, guys. I'm not talking about abusive control. I'm talking about righteous control. I'm not saying just because you're a man, you got a right to act like an idiot and say, I'm the man, you better do what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. But if you're a righteous man, if you're trying to lead your family, you got a right to control your woman in a healthy way. You got a right to control her in a healthy way.
But I say this, a woman will submit to you that allows them to see it, and they submit to it, then the wisdom is the controlling influence, not you personally. Listen, please. See, truth is above everybody. So you can't say, I'm the boss. I am the boss in this house. Well, wait now. You're supposed to be, but on what basis? It's not your ability to knock your wife around. It must be on the basis.
And I agree with him, but I don't think most men are trying to knock their wife around. I agree with the minister, but I don't think most men are trying to knock their wife around. There's more mutual and decent respect.
Of the wisdom that you have for the situations that arise in the relationship. And if you both are angry, don't bother, because she ain't listening to nothing you're saying. And the decibels that get louder and louder, and like, well, okay, you're screaming, you're hollering, and I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. So when anger subsides, then reason can grow in a house. You can never settle an argument where the male ego is involved.
And the minister is correct. One of the things, guys, I teach couples in therapy is this. A man can't let his ego overrule pure logic, just like a woman can let her feelings overrule the instruction and direction of her husband. I'm going to say it again. A man can't let his ego become so emboldened to the point that he's unwise, just like a woman can't allow her feelings to become so emboldened that she's unwise. Shout out to Top Gun for the 5. He said, I've never seen a 304 that won't go. Salute to the young man for standing 10 toes down. Stop giving an F about these untamed animals and save yourself, black men. And we are Top Gun. We're saving them one at a time.
Hello,
I appreciate it, brother.
person.
You're dynamite, Top Gun. We are saving them
because you are talking to
one
kids.
at a time.
You're dynamite.
Oh, if you as a woman don't know how to handle the male ego, that's why he lives in your mouth like a dentist, because you rip him apart with your tongues. You see his...
And this is what these women did. They ripped that man apart with their tongue. But see, a wise woman builds her house, but a foolish woman tears her house down. A wise woman knows how to speak life into her man, but a foolish woman is like these hyenas that you see on TikTok saying yes and telling the woman to do what she's doing.
His weakness, and then you beat him up, and he can't handle that. You're driving him out of your house into the arms of a strange woman who he don't have to live with. He just have fun with and leave. And usually that's what he wants.
And he's right. A lot of you women are running your men in the arms of a strange woman because you like the soft skills how to speak life into your man. You like the soft skills to protect his ego in a healthy way.
Wants fun and leave, not responsibility. Boy, this is a tough lecture. You cannot.
All right. Guys, it's going to get better. I got some more evidence. Shout out to Dre and our Average Man Unplugged. I appreciate it, Dre. I saw this earlier, and Dre sent me the clip, but I had also seen it myself. But I want to show you some more on this case. Here's another brother that supported. He supported Keke Palmer's boyfriend, Darius Jackson. And watch these hyenas, guys. Watch these hyenas seek to eviscerate this young man. Hold tight. Let me show you guys something. All right. Actor Brandon Jackson defends Keke Palmer's boyfriend, Darius Jackson, over our culture has never been over-sexualized. And we're going to talk about that, guys. But in the meantime, let me take a quick break. If you've been emasculated, guys, go check out this book by my man, Edward Fields IV. I'll be right back.
Have you been distressed or perplexed? Emasculated. A book written by Edward Fields IV. Everything that needs to be known about men in modern time. Listen, men are not complex. They are misunderstood and unappreciated. Learn what men really feel, think, and desire. Also observe their struggle for acceptance, love, and belonging. A must read for every man in this classic book by Edward Fields IV. Emasculated. Go get your copy now.
All right, guys, I'm back. Right in time. So let's look at this woman, this brother defend this brother, and listen to what the hyena said when men come to the defense of other men. And that's why men got to support other men. So let's look at what this brother said. He's an actor. And look how these hyenas rip this brother apart. Actor Brandon Jackson defends Keke Palmer's boyfriend, Darius Jackson. Our culture has never been over-sexualized. Now look at what these women say, guys. Darius Jackson has someone on his side because they always want a hyena guy always want to tear you apart and have you isolated. Has someone on his side. Thoughts on what actor Brandon Jackson had to say about the online commotion over Keke Palmer's fun night out dress that she wore to Usher's concert. This woman said that the problem is not his opinion. The problem is him addressing her in public, knowing that will put the world is their business. Ma'am, you put your business in the public by dressing like a 304. So you put your business in the public and he addressed it in the public. So she's not making sense. Look at what this woman said, guys. What? Since when haven't black women been over-sexualized by society? Something they choose to do. But now that we're owning our sexuality, our bodies, it's a problem. But all of a sudden, guys, they want to own their bodies, my body, my choice, but they still want the protection of a masculine man. Make it make sense. Look at what this woman said. First of all, those dreads fake. What that got to do with the comment of the conversation? Sign language. And moving the goalposts. Ad hominem attack. And you guys are seeing mental illness manifest right before your eyes. Look at this, guys. Imagine being part of a culture where men want to control their woman and contribute to their greatness. And that's why these modern women are not worthy of being wives. They're not worth being a wife. And they do not deserve your protection. They don't deserve your protection because they're proving to you in real time how they feel about black men and black men being men. Black men take many seats. The culture you have created continues to over-sexualize women. But when we take our sexuality into our own hands, it's a problem. take many. See, now women are bossing up, dating outside our race. You see how they feel about you guys? Dating outside our races and leading a single mom household successfully. Look at what this fool said. You're not leading a household successfully, fool, because it takes two. And that's why guys continue to do what's best for you. And not looking to y'all, now y'all want to band together and try to humble us in submission. Don't try to humble into nothing. Just continue to teach young black men the bad behaviors and for black men to do what's best for them. Look at what this fool said. I can't take him serious with them chain spaced out, which ain't got nothing to do with the argument. And let me tell you something, guys. This partner mess is what's really driving this conversation. This partner mess is what's really driving the conversation. It's crazy because her boyfriend was just showing her booty off, saying his son transferred her, so now he can show her body off. She can't. Yeah. Stop policing women's body, but yet they want to police your money and police who you date when you travel abroad. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. This one said that's not her husband. We shouldn't be in a conversation because we are not in poly relationships with them. Why y'all telling us it's fair to feel insecure? And you know what? They always talking about somebody is insecure. It's just common sense of respecting the man. But I'm telling you, man, I feel so sorry for some of you young brothers that are single. Please, young men, get your passports. Please begin to travel and understand that women are not perfect overseas, but you got a better chance to find a brilliant woman. But they wonder why men are traveling and not dealing with some of these goofy women. I'm gonna show you guys this. Shout out to my man, Top Gun. I mean, not Top Gun, my man, Dre, and Black Man Unfiltered, I believe. Not Black Man Unfiltered, Average. I can't think of his name, but anyway. I'm gonna show you guys, this is why you guys should try to get y'all traditional women from other cultures. Fair use. Shout out to Average Man Unplugged. I will put his name in the link. Somebody put Average Man Unplugged name in the system, please. But guys, this is why men are beginning to get women from other countries. This is why men are getting passports, because you don't have to deal with the disease that so many modern women in America got. A lot of these women have mental diseases. And that's why it's so important, guys, for you to ignore them, get your money up, come see me for a non-diagnostic clinical consultation, and get you a traditional woman, or if you don't want a traditional woman, just travel and take care of your mental health. But you guys are gonna see why Dre and many others are not only traveling abroad, but they're finding women consistent with what they expect. Look at this. Because let me tell you something, guys. What they don't understand is this. When women leave America, white or black, and go to other countries, they got no other choice but to fall their asses in line. Because see, men in other countries, they don't play. I was in Brazil, they do not play. You don't talk trash and disrespect men in other countries. Even though feminism is spreading in those countries too, those countries have true patriarchies. And average women get with average men, not average women demanding that other men have more. Listen to what this woman, look at this, listen to this woman.
Josie and I are being held hostage and kidnapped by my landlord in the Yucatan Country Club. The consulate has called the police and to have them come A member from the church was with me when this happened, and they called the police. The police haven't come yet, but we called the consulate.
Shout out to Average Man Unplugged and Dre. You guys will see my brother Dre in this clip and how Dre moves and why you guys need to move the same way. Dre, thank you for sending me this. But you guys are about to see what I'm talking about.
But we are not safe. We are not safe. These people have been threatening my life. They have been stopped.
You heard what she said. These people have been threatening my life. Some of you women that are listening, some of you women that are listening in the cloud, you have so much privilege that you don't understand. You take good men for granted. You take good black men and good white men for granted. Men that provide for you and protect you. But you will survive in other countries. You will be humble expeditiously in other countries. And some of you don't believe that the fat meat is greasy until it's too late. But let me tell you women something. Yes, don't work in other countries. In other countries, instead of saying yes because you're sexy, you'll be saying, yes, Lord.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Yeah, yes don't work in other countries. Because, you see, in other countries, you can lose your life.
Stalking me and following me all over Merida. And all we want to do is leave. And we're not safe at all.
I'm going to tell you about this passport sis movement, and you're not going to like it. It is the most childish thing I've ever heard of. And you're only doing it to show up the passport girls. And I don't understand why you women have to play, well, if you can do it, I can do it, and I can do it much better. It is.
And they can't do what you men do. They got your money right. Shout out my man Top Gun. I think Top Gun had traveled abroad recently. And Top Gun will probably tell you the same thing. But you can't do what men do. You can't do it. You can't do it because the rules are different in those environments. Men are in a matriarchal culture here, but men, when they travel, they're in a patriarchal culture, a culture where men are respected and honored.
Childish. You need to stop it because you're going to get yourself hurt, and obviously it's starting. Female solo traveling has always been inherently dangerous. You can go to the Peace Corps and talk to some of the past Peace Corps members, female, and they'll tell you some stories that they heard about some of their female members being essayed or attempted essay or harassed. You can talk to even some of people who traveled overseas, female, that went to places like the Middle East and Africa, and they were catcalled and all this other stuff. This stuff exists. And you're going to poor countries, and even some of the westernized countries, they get that stuff. And you want to go over there thinking that, yeah, I can get a man down here. You are dealing with a different breed of men with a different mindset. And you want to go over there thinking you can.
And guys, because the laws are so unfair towards men here in America, the only thing you can do, if you want a traditional wife in a culture where the men hold the women accountable, is to get your wife abroad and potentially stay over there. You take a risk when you bring her back here. Can you bring her back? Potentially, but it's risky. But see, in other countries, men, the law's not against men, it's about balance. And the women respect their men. And the stuff you guys tolerate, they don't tolerate in those countries.
Do what we do. In Colombia, we're dealing with us getting our drinks spiked with scopolamine. Some of us are not waking up. We're dying off of that stuff. Some of us getting robbed, shot at. So we're dealing with dangers. But then the thing is, we got some of us that are ex-military that know how to maneuver in dangerous situations. We know about operational security. We know how to move. Why? Because we've been in dangerous situations before. You women haven't. We know when, you know, what hits the fan. We know where to go. We know what to do.
And right, and a lot of these passport bros guys are from the military. A lot of these guys are ex-military, and they do know how to move. They do know how to operate. A lot of these guys are ex-military. They know how to conduct themselves. Unlike some of these, women that have never traveled abroad. And once again, guys, I know what I'm talking about because I've been there and I've seen it.
It's almost like second nature to us. But you? No. It's not. So if you want to continue playing this childish little games, you want to get on the live, that's your business. Okay? But you need to stop influencing others into this game. Because it's childish and it's dangerous. So cut it out.
No estoy pasando tiempo contigo porque tú eres una persona que me vive tirando muchas cosas en cara. Tu éxito y ese tipo de cosas. A mí no me gusta eso. Honestamente, a mí no me gusta eso.
This is the sister that was a doctor, guys, and was a dentist, but she couldn't even secure a man in that culture because masculine men don't damn tolerate what men tolerate here in America. And that's why I tell you, men, stop arguing with these women, to you single men. If they don't fall in line, get rid of their asses. Just get rid of them. It's too many women in the world for you to keep arguing with a woman that don't understand her place and don't want to follow your leadership and try to shame you into damn submission. Stop arguing with them. Just start plotting and planning and move on.
At the end of the day, basically what he's saying is, I don't like you.
I was starting to doubt what the hell I got into. 6 of them were fat and all of them were hairy and it was intense. We started drinking to ease the nerves and the guys don't even pay attention to us or say anything to us. They just sat there and played board games and smoked cigars.
See, when women travel abroad, guys, they are invisible. They are invisible, guys. You heard what she said? They don't pay attention to us. A woman's kryptonite, whether it's good or bad, it's attention. Stop giving your attention to women that are not supporting you or more or less serving you because they want your free attention for nothing. They love attention.
A few hours later, one of their servants comes up and tells us it's time. We all go to separate rooms, and the servant tells us to get completely naked and lay on the bed and don't move. I was beyond fucked up at the time, and a million thoughts were running through my head. 3 of the guys came in the room, and all of them were wearing robes. The first guy takes his robe off and makes me get closer to him on the edge of the bed, and then he sticks it in me. 3 to 4 minutes later, he makes a weird yelling noise in Arabian and takes his wee-wee out. She said the other word. Jumps on the bed and then ejaculate.
Look what she said. A lot of these chicks going to Dubai, guys, are number 3 or 4 to some of these Arab men. A lot of these women have been Dubai mud cakes. A lot of these women have been Dubai mud cakes. If you see a famous Instagram model or TikToker taking lavish trips to Dubai, they are highly paid escorts degrading themselves to money. But they got a damn nerve to talk about some passport bros. You see the hypocrisy, guys. They go over there and get defecated on, urinated on, But they got the nerve to talk about passport bros. Make it make sense.
Out, all over my face. I tried to wipe it out of my eye. He slapped my hand so hard in the face, and the little kids, I'm gonna call them, splattered everywhere and yells at me not to move. White, B-I-T-C-H. So the next two guys.
You see how they talk to him? You go to an Arab country and disrespect a man like you disrespect men here in America. Why do you think women like Amira respect men? And then she don't keep going back and forth? Because Amira was raised in an Arab culture. The stuff women get away with here in America, you won't make it in other countries. You will not make it. And I'm not espousing violence, but I'm just telling you the mere fact based on what this woman is saying. This woman is not lying.
Take a little longer, maybe 7 or 8 minutes to do the same. Now my face just glazed. I hear all three walking out laughing, and the servant comes in to tell me not to clean my face. Takes my hand.
You see, you guys see what these men did to this woman. These men splattered on her face. They used her like a 304 that she is. And they told her not to clean her face. Imagine that. Imagine that. They call her a white bee and they splatter on her face. But you got hardworking good men that these women call lames and disrespect. And go around talking about some damn yes, but you don't never call them out on their bad behavior. Men on this space and men in these channels, we don't support goofy dudes. We support hardworking black men, hard-working white-collar men, and hard-working traditional men that want good women. But they're so hard they're hard to find.
And walked me to the shower. I thought it was done. Nope. While in the shower, my 3 guys came back in and literally started peeing on me. My boyfriend is into golden shower, so it was nothing.
Hold on, I gotta pause that. Let's bring that back again. What she just said.
On me. My boyfriend is into golden shower, so it was nothing for me.
She said,
listen, her boyfriend, guys, is into golden showers. Her boyfriend, guys, is into golden showers. So this woman is getting urinated on, probably defecated on, and this nasty woman. Imagine a man marrying this nasty woman that let men splatter on her face, defecate on her, and urinate on her. But these are the women that said that these are the women that some black women say that black men should go and save and protect. Make it make sense. And the reason why they say stupid stuff like that, guys, because they don't want accountability.
Shut up, Kosher. Shut up. Shut up, Kosher. Take it back. Shut up. Shut up, Kosher. Shut up.
Her boyfriend is into golden showers. Oh man. So she's in Dubai and she has a boyfriend and she's getting screwed. She going to Pound Town with these dudes in Dubai to get that money, and she used the golden showers from her boyfriend. Current boyfriend, that is. And she's doing all this stuff.
Let me tell you how nasty some of these women are, guys. These are the same women that takes the essence of a man in their mouth, all their orifices on their face, but these are the same women that said they want you to put a damn ring on their finger. After they've been ran through, used up, but want you to treat them like they're a princess and being special. They want a right to have their sexuality, which is their right. You got a right to do it. But then on the flip side, they want to be treated special on wedding day. They want to be treated special on wedding day after they've been ran through. Nowhere near what your mother and your grandmother were, or your great-grandmom. Those women were real black women. Not this crap that you see now that's a cesspool, letting guys defecate on them, urinate on them, and do all kinds of debauchery. But want you to put a damn ring on their finger. But get mad at you and these other men when you travel abroad looking for good women and always trying to damn silence you. You won't silence me. I wish somebody would damn try to silence me. I'm a man. I say what I want to say.
Come on, man. Come on. That's messed up.
They basically clean my face off with their pee. 10 minutes later, I finally get to wash off, and that was it. We sat down.
Shout out to my man Top Gun for the 2. He said they do ghetto gags here in the Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Top Gun. They let Brad do ghetto gaggers on them. Nasty, man. Very nasty. They got a nerve to think they should go down the aisle down with a white dress on. White dresses are for virgins. Some of these chicks need to wear black and beige dresses. The white dress symbolizes purity, but you want to wear a white dress.
After we washed off and had a great dinner and drank and did some more blow. Throughout the night, different guys in groups of 1 to 4 grab us and take us in the room and have sex with us. I wasn't bad at all.
I've seen a lot of instances where white women specifically go to places where the men are of color and they subsequently end up like purchasing them for their time, whether it be companion.
Listen to what this woman said, guys. These are all the ones that got smoked for passport, bros. Oh, they're over there tricking. They just tricking. But listen to what this white woman said. Listen to what the white woman said. They purchased these men for their time. They are exploiting poor black men, and they're getting intimacy from these black men. But you see the hypocrites, you see the hypocrisy, guys. It never fails. Many times the same people that's trying to shame you is doing the same thing they're accusing you of. Listen to what this white woman says. Shout out to Average Man Unplugged and my man Drake. Listen to what she said. Because they've been doing it for years, guys. That's why you shouldn't listen to all this community nonsense and fools like Umar Johnson that I would challenge in an equitable debate. And I don't hate Umar, but Umar, you're not being balanced in your approach because you got 2 out of wedlock kids. And you haven't married none of them queens. But I've been with my wife for 27 years. I'm more pro-black, even though I don't claim to be damn pro-black. I'm more pro-black than the pro-blacks are. Because I got receipts.
Favors white women that go to find younger black men. And I'm not saying this out of a documentary I watched. I've seen it many times. I know people who do it. They'll be chilling out there. They live there. They live there the whole life. This is what they do to specific tourists who they could tell are coming out there just to have a good time. They will extort that. And
look at what she said. Coming out there just to have a good time. Listen to what she said. Having fun with younger black men. But where's the outrage, guys? Some of these black women, some of these white women shaming men that are grown men. Where are these same people trying to shame these people? You see, they don't want black men to have any freedom. They don't want you to have peace of mind or the right to self-determination.
maybe it turns into a companionship, but it's an extortion. I'm not blaming anybody, but I think both parties are absolutely getting probably what they want. A lot of them are married. I could tell you an instance with one lady.
This is what she said. A lot of them guys are married. But once again, these old fat white 304s too, nasty and badly built, like some of these badly built black women, married women, messing with young boys, renting young boys. But where's the outrage about them exploiting these poor young black boys? So that's why I tell you men to do what's best for you. Don't worry about saving no damn community. You can't save it because it's broken. It's going to take years to get this thing back right. And you will be a fool if you work hard, putting your life on the line, talking about trying to save something that's dead. It's been dead for years. Talking about protecting the black community. But you can't respect the average black man or black boy or men in general.
Man, she had so much money. She must have stayed out there for like a month. Literally, we could not get her to go home. She was enjoying my friends. She was enjoying a lot of... And she literally funded it all with her husband's bank account. This is why black women say, oh, white women are taking our men, because in
the same ones that talk about protect the black community, they've never married a black woman. They don't have no receipts of what they've done for black boys or black men. Well, I got all the receipts. I taught school for 5 years. For 7 years, I worked with at-risk youth that were black and gang members. I worked in the prison system trying to advocate for black men. But these same hypocrites want to tell black men how to move and what black men should do. They haven't done anything similar as it relates to building a black community themselves. Not even married to a black woman.
this situation, they absolutely are.
Only got one question for all the passport bros.
Shout out to
whether you are male
Average
or
Man
female.
Unplugged.
Where is the smoke for any of those women in those?
It is no smoke, Average Man Unplugged, because it ain't a problem until the black man do it. It's not a problem until the black man does it. That's why.
Those clips that I just mentioned. Where's the smoke for any of those women that are participating in that kind of behavior? Y'all want to sit over here and say passport bros or in the ex-tourism and all that? I just showed y'all quite a few clips that show you that they're doing the same thing. And in situations, in some situations, even worse. Just like the women that were twerking where the slaves were at up in Ghana. Where's the smoke?
He's right. You had black women. Hold tight. Let me show you guys. They were twerking on the graves of our ancestors. Hold tight. Twerking in Ghana on the grave sites of our ancestors that were slaves. But where was the smoke? Because the damn nerd talking about protecting us. Women like this don't deserve no protection. They deserve a swift kick in their ass. That's what they deserve. They don't deserve no damn protection from no man. You can't respect the ancestors. Our ancestors went through the horrors of slavery, but you in Ghana twerking. And then you got these idiots that want to shame you for speaking out because they want to shame men and want to control men. You won't control me. Look at this. Saying for the ancestors, where people went through the cruelties of chattel slavery. But nobody can hold our women accountable because the black woman is a god, a goddess. You can't teach them, you can't correct them, you can't lead them, and you can't guide them. And men do not protect something you can't damn control. Save yourself, black man.
So you go to a slave dungeon and you think your way of liberating ancestors is to shake your bum bum. Sometimes I realize that certain American people lack common thinking faculty. I feel like some of you, your brain is it's like mashed potato. It's like they just combusted it together and it cannot. I don't understand. Are you mad? Abudia dog me. Why would this be your first thought? First of all, you're in another country. Say, what level of disrespect? One coin lane Abudia if dog me. Are you?
But they want you to put a ring on it. twerking, but they want you to marry this trash. They want you to put a ring on this trash. They have no respect for our ancestors.
For the ancestors? So you mean to tell me all our ancestors sacrificed their blood, sweat, and tears, giving their lives to get us up to this point? This is how you honor.
But remember, they say black community. They say protect black women. They say protect black women. Goofballs like Umar Johnson say protect black women. But Umar Johnson, goofy ass, never called out these bad black women because Umar Johnson is a charlatan. You got to be a charlatan, Umar, because you didn't call out this behavior. You're a Pan-Africanist, wherever you at, and I submit, if you have called them out, I apologize. But I don't remember Umar Johnson calling out these black women. I could be wrong, but I don't remember Umar Johnson calling out this bad behavior. Because see, a grift, guys, and a scam is somebody that tell people a lie. I don't tell folks lies to get money. But a lot of these male simps, they do tell them lies.
You honor them? Yeah, it's getting low out here, real low.
So I made the mistake today of wandering to the comments of this video. It's a group of women who are in Ghana twerking on dungeons that were kept, that slaves were kept in. In the comments, we're agreeing with the original poster, which, saying that this is sad and that they're disrespectful and that they're being ratchet and why are they doing this? I actually took the opposite opinion and I said, I think that no respect needs to be shown to a place that disrespected our people. And
you guys see what I'm talking about. Let me finish adding this back.
Where's the smoke? But instead, y'all want to sit over here and trash passport bros for the following videos that I'm about to show y'all. Check this out. This is what they're shaming passport bros for. Check this out, man.
Pictures.
Yeah, I gotta get this spread.
Now, guys, this is Andre, I believe, and Andrea, I believe. Shout out to my man Dre and Andrea. Go check out Andrea and Andre. Look at how this woman cooks for her husband. A nice, full, healthy, full-course meal. This is what you get, guys, in a traditional country where women don't see cooking as a chore. And while Ephemism is going to certain parts of Brazil, it is spreading in certain foreign countries. Cooking is normal for men in those countries. They don't mind cooking for their men.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Lily, what do we have here?
We have shrimp rolls.
Shrimp rolls. I don't know.
So,
wow.
so this is shrimp rolls.
Shrimp rolls.
Beef caldereta is just like in America. In American, it's just like a beef stew, but in Filipino we call this caldereta.
Okay.
That's beef.
I made a mistake, guys. That's in the Philippines. Shout out to Quiet Storm. I appreciate the Quiet Storm. Thank you, brother, for your love and your donation. Thank you, brother. Hold up, Quiet Storm. I appreciate that, brother. But guys, look at this. You can go to the Philippines, and I got a special guest coming on my show at some point, and we're going to talk about how men should move, black men should move in the Philippines.
Chicken adobo and then pancit. It's noodles.
Okay.
With
very
vegetable,
with
okay.
Yeah, this one's very similar. Okay, and then you
So
got the
this is
rice
our
here.
sweet chili sauce for our shrimp rolls.
Okay. Oh my God, this looks so good, Lily.
Okay, for the pancit, there's I forgot the calamansi. You know it's just like a lemon.
Okay.
So once you eat, you just squeeze a bit of calamansi on the noodles.
Okay. Oh my God.
That's the way we.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember.
And then rice. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, and the rice. Wow.
Now.
Yeah, now I see why you put on a few pounds, Frank. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is these women cooking for their men in the Philippines, guys. Remember, in their country, stuff like this is just normal. They don't consider themselves, they don't think it's slavery to cook for their man. No more is it slavery for a man to protect his woman. But you can protect your woman in America here. You can pay all the bills, and men of them must still think damn cooking is beneath them. That's why I keep telling you, men, she can't marry a man unless you put a ring on her finger. She can get plenty of penis, but she can't get a ring. Getting penis don't make you a quality woman. But you getting a man and keeping a man is what make you a quality woman.
Everything. This is a wow, Lily. This wow. This is really, really good.
How many things is that you cooked today is already on your channel?
I already cooked that, and this one, and well, these two, I don't do that of love, but you know the two, the caldereta and the chicken, I have that in my channel.
Let me tell you, man, something. Before you travel, you need to make sure you understand if you go to the Philippines or any culture, if you got a low self-esteem when you travel, you can get exploited over there too. They still women. There are still women in other countries. Wherever you go, they still gonna be women. But they're conditioned better and trained to be wives, unlike here in America. Women in America are not trained to be wives. They don't deserve a ring. They don't deserve marriages, the majority of them.
That's one of the couples that watches my channel. All right. She cooks like that 3 times a day for him. Every day. When I tell you, when I left their apartment, I think I gained about 5-10 pounds. And make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. I'll do my best to remember to leave the link in the description for you guys. She has great recipes and she is a very, very, very good cook. Shout out to Lily and Frank Tate. On to the next clip.
And guys, when you travel abroad, women abroad are grateful for provision, protection, and a man showing them love. They're grateful for it. But once again, they're not perfect either. But they're a lot more grateful than the average or typical woman here in America. We know that there are some good women that are hidden gems, but it's not enough hidden gems. We know that there's some decent good women that deserve a good man. If you men can find your wife here, the single men, find them. But damn, they hard to find though. Especially if you're looking for a good traditional woman. Even if she's not 100% traditional, she embraced traditional values. It's hard to find.
Te ves hermosa.
This is Andre.
And Andrea.
We are
Love Crossing Borders.
We are here to wish you guys a...
All right, guys, this is my brother, Andre and Andrea. Shout out to my brother, Andre and Andrea. At some point, I will be trying to travel to Colombia to see Andre. I look forward to doing it at some points, but Andre is living his best life, guys. He's with his beautiful wife. Shout out to that brother. And guys, you can get the same thing. To you single men that got your money right, you can get the same thing. You can get the same things, guys. You can get the same thing. You can get the same thing if you know what you're looking for.
Happy New Year's. We know that 2022 has come to an end. 2023, all its blessings and all the great things that's going to take place are waiting for us all. So once again, this is Andre.
This is Andrea.
Of Love Crossing Borders. You guys already know where we go.
You go.
So we'll see you in 2023.
Happy New Year.
Look at this, guys. To you single men, you can get the same thing. If you put in the work, you can get the same thing. Shout out to Messi Mashawn. You can get the same things, guys, if you put in the work, and you don't have to worry about these modern hyenas saying this.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
You got to deal with attitude and girls and women saying yes because they don't want accountability.
Shut up, Kosher. Shut up. Shut up, Kosher. Take it back. Shut up. Shut up, Kosher. Shut up.
And shout out to my man Kevin White for the 10 showing love because hoflation is real. Hoflation is real. Kevin White said $10 for the 10, travel abroad, hoflation at an all-time high. Yes, hoflation is a term that I created. And that's a deal, right? Hoflation is at an all-time high, and that's a deal, right?
That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
Yeah, Master Mashawn and James Turner. You gotta worry about them chicks. Them chicks that say yes, you gotta run. Them yes chicks are a pain, and then you know what?
Happy New Year.
So for this video, I need to give a shout out to Jay Fleming.
Shout out to my man Jay Fleming.
I used one of his clips. Global Passport Crew, as y'all saw in the second clip. Solo Traveler ORD, man, and congratulations on hitting 10K. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Lily Tate, make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Wife of Frank Tate, who cooked that meal for me when I was in Manila. Shout out to Andre and Andrea Love Crossing Borders. Make sure y'all subscribe to their channel as well. That was the couple that was in the last clip. And the clips prior to that, that's been a little bit of dating that I've been doing since I started traveling. Now, compare both sides and what do you see? Do you see the men over here doing anything that you saw the women do in all the women clips of the Passport Sis movement? Andre and Andrea are married. Look how they're being treated. Look how Andrea treats Andre.
And the young man is right. Look at how Andrea treats her husband. Look how feminine she is, guys. Look at how she respects her husband. But you got guys tripping on chicks that's severely overweight, ran through, and a bad attitude. Shout out to Messi Mashawn Live for showing love. Thank you, sweet. I appreciate it. Mashawn, we got to do another show again. And just showing all for the love. I appreciate it, dear. And that's a deal, right? Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it.
That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.
Yes. Sound like some damn ravens squawking.
Solo traveler, ORD. He's married. The list that I just showed y'all of all those foreign testimonials, he's one of them. Beautiful Colombian woman. So, in all reality, I think it's fair to say that passport bros have good intentions. Are there going to be bad apples in a bunch? Sure. But I think when you compare the two, clearly passport bros are winning.
You win.
And the passport girls, sis,
you lose.
It is what it is. But my main question is why come the detractors don't have that same smoke for those women that are over here doing these awful things overseas? Meanwhile, in our movement, we teach men and push men to respect the culture and embrace learning new things and learning new languages, networking, meeting brothers all over the world. Man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience.
All right, guys. Enough of that. Shout out to Average Man Unplugged, guys. We about to sign off. But listen, guys, we will continue to lead, encourage, and push black men forward. Shout out to all the good black women that are striving to do the right thing in a culture where good sisters are being shamed. But guys, go get your tickets ready for the Black Manosphere Conclave. We about to kill the game, guys. And guys, it's time to transform. Start transforming your mind, brothers.
It's been an honor serving with you all. Autobots, roll out. We roll.
Nanobots, transform.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
And guys, go check out Co-Parenting with the Sperlings. And guys, we're about to sign off in a minute. And guys, also remember that we don't hate black women, but we do hate black female behavior.
I love black women. I love decent, hardworking, God-fearing black women who support their families.
Yes, sir.
I don't like degenerate, lying, false testify-giving women who put their man on child support, even though he's been paying for you, and then turn around and lie to the court and say you're a deadbeat daddy and who alienate their children from their father. I don't like those type of women, and I will call them to the mat each and every time for their lies and their disparaging statements about black men, largely because that's what a father does. See, my sons turn 18, they will inherit the mantle of black men.
Right.
And all the negativity and the tropes that go with it. And it's not fair for my children, for my babies, to inherit that trope because they didn't do anything. They're innocent, as I said earlier.
Shout out to my man Ray Johnson for the 10. Ray Johnson showing love. Ray Johnson for the $10 cash app. I appreciate it, guys, as we're about to sign off. Thank you, Ray Johnson, always showing love for the $10 cash app, brother. Thank you, Ray Johnson.
It's the money.
All right, guys, it's been a great one. It's been a great one. And don't be a victim of yas. Don't be a victim of yas. Focus on your mental health. Set boundaries and standards consistent with your masculinity. Change the law in your mind. Shout out to Mr. Palmer. And begin to live your life on your own terms. And I need you guys to understand and remember this. If it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, it ain't right. There are 7 steps that a man must go through in order to become optimized. And understanding how female psychology play a role on the functioning of a man is paramount to helping you deal with these modern women in modern times, guys. We're signing off. I love you, brothers. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the #1 sponsor of the stream, the 7 Architect, always showing love with the $120 spot. I appreciate it, brother. Guys, we're signing off. Be well.
Before there was the manosphere, I was. Before there was the internet, I was. I was that Sigma male crying out in the wilderness for justice and equality for those that are downtrodden and broken, those that are voiceless. I was the kosher clinician. Before I was the kosher clinician on the internet. My plight and my war cry for justice and humanity is nothing fake. But I've always been kosher. Then sit back and get this kosher fun.
Hello everyone. Is there equality in America, fact or fantasy? First of all, I would like to salute all fellow human beings and most graciously those who are beacons of light for justice and righteousness. To vocally explain the tenets of equality, fact or fantasy, I must begin with the combination of 2 alphabets, I and F, which spells if. There's no respect of person, but gives protection to all them that fear him. So therefore I ask you this profound and non-scholastic question. If there was equality in America, will I be standing here today? You decide, fact or fantasy.
This is Kosher Condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is Kosher Condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is Kosher Condition.
Fire for your mind. Kosher clinician.
If it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. Heaven and hell, that's what they told you. Real men put the strap down and we can toss them. Young heads picking back up and young dolphins. This is our culture. Now we talking kosher. Clinician, masculinity issues. Absent fathers who miss you. Mama drama don't kiss you. All a part of the ritual. This is how they get you. Separate the men, women clipping babies pretend to. Damn. Lovers, haters acting like vultures. If it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. If it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. If it ain't 7, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. This is Kosher Condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is Kosher Condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is Kosher Condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is Kosher Condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. Listen. Listen.
Friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night, yeah. I go hard day and night. 1 to 1, no surprise. See the hate in their eyes. My brothers bet money bleed. I got the game in the squeeze. What would you do for some green? What would you do for some blues? Go pick and choose.
We ain't gonna never quit, guys.
Some people not built like that.
We gonna save one man one at a time until he get the respect that he deserves.
Now I got kids like that. No wonder why
And we gonna keep fighting.
Some people go to war for nothing.
And we're going to keep getting the standards or setting the standards that we want as men.
Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike. I go hard day and night. Money on the line, keep calling. Money on the books, need all that. My kids, they'll be ballin'. Got a real bankroll, not for Instagram. My mama on the line, keep calling. Praying for me, know I need all that. Told me it's not about ballin'. Real blessed, but I'm still sinning, man. What would you do for a win? What would you do for your friends? What if this life is a foe? What if it all is pretend? What if you rode to the end? What if you started again? This is real life, not a game. I fight my battles to win. But some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Some people go to war for none. Me, I go to war for some. Some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. When my friends go, it was simple. When the end's low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I'll strike. I go hard day and night.
Girl, yes. Okay now, baby. Okay? Girl, yes. Okay now, baby.